up well. They know each other. I just want a good, hard-fought, close game, and I think we're going to get it.
Justin Reeves leads the Slashers in goals with 16. Tim Young with 22 on the season for the Reefers. And I'll tell you what, I mean, the Reefers have been strong, have had strong teams in the past. They've always come up short. Last season, they were probably the odds-on favorite, maybe to win the Cup after the Slashers were eliminated by the Knights. They fell short to the Flyers in overtime in a very exciting game, which John Garby put the winning goal behind T.J. Aarons.
I remember it well.
Is this the year the Reefers make a statement and move on? We will find out.
It all sets up for them. We're going to find out real soon.
In 60 minutes, hopefully. Both teams are ready. We are set to begin this one. Justin Sturts and Tim Terrell are the referees, and we are off and running. And the puck is taken by the Reefers. It's Eric Zamora on the left wing side. He gains his zone. Gets the puck in deep, but it's intercepted by Brandon Stageman, who gets the puck and chips it out to center ice for the Slashers. Comes into the Reefers zone, chased down by Trey Wade of the Reefers. He passes it up to centerman Tim Young. Captain of the Reefers, Young, gains the blue line. He has two Slashers back. It is Biagini and Stageman, John. And his shot attempt goes up and over the glass. We get a whistle, and our first stop is just 30 seconds into this contest.
You know, another thing, too, looking at the stats, and this is something you would expect to see once we get to down to the semifinals, both teams have 3 players in double digits in goals, and that shows the balanced scoring we have on both teams.
There's a shot right off the face-off, and it's on the line. The Reefers think it went in. No call from the referees. It was right off of the face-off on what seemed like a nothing play. Runge got a piece of it. It looked to me, Matt, that it just bounced on the line.
John, I think it bounced on the line, and Runge reached back and knocked that puck out of there. Otherwise, it was in. It was a great play.
Puck comes down into the Reefers zone where Stageman tries a shot. He bounces all the way out, and Young's going to carry it out to the center zone for the Reefers. Young battling on the near side boards. He has Zamora for a support. Zamora now has the puck and gets it in the zone where it's taken by Meyer. Meyer tries a shot. It's loose in the crease, and Runge covers up as the Reefers were coming in together in that loose puck. Runge's let 2 loose pucks go early, Matt.
Well, I was going to say, we're less than 2 minutes in. We're already seeing a pattern. Runge is making the saves, but he's fighting that puck a little bit. And he's fortunate nobody was on the doorstep, or that would have been 1-0 Reefers. But no harm, no foul, and we got a face-off, tie game.
I'm not sure Jeff Mao would say no harm. Face off to the right of Runge. It comes out to Roth on the point. His shot is blocked by Carlisle, and the veteran to forward comes through the zone where he gets it to Nate Bolton. Bolton gains the line, gets the puck deep in the Reefer zone where Cole Reynolds gathers it in for the team in white and chips it out to the neutral zone. Sean Gannon has it for the Slashers and gets it up to Justin Reeves, who gains the line. He comes in on the right wing side on the near side boards. Tries a shot. That goes way wide. Bounces all the way out to Kip. Kip's unable to keep it in. It's now a 2-on-1. Cole Reynolds and Nick Reynolds coming in. Cole trying to get around Sean Gannon. Good defense by Gannon. And now a centering pass, and Nick Reynolds just can't get his stick on it. Justin Reeves gathers in a loose puck and comes in on the right wing side now for the Slashers and comes the other way. He's challenged by Bob Post. Loses the puck over onto the far side board where Bolton can't handle it. And it's taken by Bob Post. He's going to send it the length of the ice. We're going to get an icing call if it makes it. Yes, it does. Some action coming right off the start, Matt.
Well, and Sean Gannon made an excellent play to force Reynolds to the corner, but then he made a great centering pass. Nick Reynolds just couldn't quite get his stick on it, but it was right there. And so much for the feeling out process. We're less than 3 minutes in, and these teams are going for it, John.
Face-off will be to the right of Ian McShane, the Reefers goalie. It's Adamson against Young. Adamson's going to win that, gets it over to Gustafson. Centering past to Papey, and it just misses his stick and goes out of the zone. John Stageman gathers in a loose puck at center. Chips it back into the zone, but Tim Young is there to take it. He loses control of the puck to Cale Adamson. Adamson chips it deep past Altman, and the puck goes behind the net where Cale Adamson chases it. He's got a man in the slot, that's Papian. Centering pass, that's blocked by Young, and now the Reefers come back 3-on-2 if they hurry. It's Tim Young coming through center. Stageman able to poke the puck away. And now it's Gustafson on the left wing side. He's going to send it the length of the ice. That's going to be an icing call. Both teams with lots of speed so far, Matt. Showing glimpses of what's to be. That looks like they still have some nerves to work out, though.
A little bit.
But both teams having some chances early on.
Yeah, they're not holding anything back, which is good to see, but the speed on the defense is evident as well, because some good scoring chances have been broken up by some timely defense.
Face off to the left of Runge. One back to Whiten. Whiten tries a shot that's blocked by Adamson. Chased down by Trey Wade. He bounces it off the boards. It's intercepted by Adamson. And he gains the zone for the Slashers. Coming in on the left wing side. Puts a shot in on McShane. It goes in slowly. McShane covers it up and will get a whistle. 4:45 gone in this first period. No score between the Slashers and the Reefers. This Commissioner's Cup semifinal game right here on D-League Radio. Thank you for joining us.
And that time the Slashers said, let's get one on net and see what happens. Never a bad play. Tried the centering pass a couple times.
Brandon Stageman, hero from a week ago with a shootout goal for the Slashers to put them past the Ramblers, gets a shot just off the face-off. McShane covers that up, and we'll do it all over again to the right of the Reefer goalie. Won by the Reefers. Out to center. It's Axney. Axney coming on the left wing side. Centering pass to Young, just out of his reach, but Young will gather in the loose puck excuse me, on the far side corner. Axney behind the net, sends it around the length of the boards. Where it's battled for by McFarland and Matt Whiten. Now the puck goes back behind the Slashers' net. That's chased by the Slashers. Axney able to keep that in. It's going to be chased by Young and Brandon Stageman on the near side boards. That's McCormick. And Young battling for it. Down in the corner. Puck comes out to neutral zone. Matt Whiten will get it, send it right back in, and let the Reefers recover. Runge from behind his own net gets it over to McCormick. The Slashers captain looking to make a play. He gets it up to McFarland. McFarland over to Brandon Stageman. Stageman able to come in and gain the zone. Chipped away by Trey Wade. Up to Tim Young. The defense of the Slashers was changing behind the play. Young over to Axney, who tries a shot. Runge's able to steer that away. Axney hits some loose ice off behind the net. And the puck comes out to Brandon Stageman in the Slasher zone, and he looks to break out and does. On the right wing side, he gains the line. Whiten forcing him to the outside. Brandon Stageman sends the puck in on net. McShane gloves it down. We get a whistle. 6:30 gone in this first period. Still no score between the Slashers and Reefers.
And just a golden opportunity for the Reefers there. That puck was just ahead of Tim Young. If he'd have fielded that thing cleanly, he had a breakaway, John, because as you said, they were in the midst of a change, the Slashers. He had nothing but open ice between him and Runge.
Face off to the left of McShane. Out to the point, Harrelson able to keep a bouncing puck in on net. Kept in at the point by Bolton, who loses it to Meyer for the Reefers. Taken by Carlisle. He battles with Cole Reynolds, gets it over to Reeves. Reeves able to dump it into the Slasher zone. Chipped out by Blake Roth, and Reeves will have to regroup and do it all over again. Reeves gains the line, tries a shot, hits traffic in front, goes behind the Reefer net, was chased down by Altman, who tries to clear it out past Kip. Kip put that big body on the line, able to hold it in, but Zamora is able to get it past him. Now here comes Zamora on the right wing side. Kip back checking, getting the puck away from Zamora, and it comes back out to the neutral zone. Caleb Harrelson has it for the Slashers. His clearing attempt kept in by Zamora at the line. Zamora looking to get around the D, tries a backhanded shot that's steered away by Runge. Carlisle will wrap it around the net and kept in at the point on the far side by Altman. Altman behind the net to Meyer. Meyer loses it to Sean Gannon. Sean Gannon had that fine defensive play earlier against Cole Reynolds. Reefers keep it in. Meyer tries a shot that's gloved down by Harrelson. It goes behind the play. Centering pass by Zamora comes out, just unable to reach it is Meyer. Blake Roth able to keep it, and now it comes into the slot. Roth with a shot, saved by Runge. He will cover up. Again, another loose puck by Runge there, Matt.
Yeah, he's really fighting it, John. Those rebounds are there for the taking. And, you know, to go back earlier in the play, Eric Zamora has really had a surge these past several weeks. He's
sure
added another dimension to the Reefers game, so they're even stronger, more dangerous than before.
Face off to the right of Runge. Won by the Reefers. It's Bob Post in the slot, but he loses it to Sean Gannon, whose clearing attempt hits a body in front, comes right back to the man in green, and now Cale Adamson gets it up to Gustafson. Back to Adamson. Adamson coming through center. His play is broken up by Blake Roth. Good defense, Blake Roth, but now it's John Stageman. Comes in on the right wing side, gets around one guy, makes a shot that just goes wide. Cole Reynolds gathers in the loose puck on the far side boards. He's being chased by Gustafson. Reynolds comes through center, gets it to Zamora. Play is onside, but Gustafson able to gather in a loose puck and get it out to the neutral zone, where Bob Post will dump it back in for the Reefers. John Stageman gathers in a loose puck on his right wing side in his own zone, tries to get it up to Papian. That play broken up by Blake Roth. The veteran defenseman brings the puck in for the Reefers, tries to pass over to Reynolds, tries a shot, saved by Runge. A rebound once again, but he covers up with Roth on the doorstep. 10:22 remaining in this first period, still no score.
Well, and I have a feeling when we get to the end of the first period, the Reefers are going to talk about these rebounds that are there for the taking, and they're going to start crashing the net a little more. Hopefully they can cash one of those in, because Runge continues to fight that puck.
Face off in the Slasher zone, comes all the way out to neutral zone, chased down by Trey Wade. He's pressured by John Stageman. Puck carried into the zone. Now McFarland lets it go to negate any offside that was about to happen for the Slashers. Puck comes back to Whiten in the Reefer zone. His backhand pass up to Tim Young just comes out of his reach, but he is able to gain the zone. He still has the puck on the far side, looking to make something happen. Tries a centering pass, that hits Stageman's stick and bounces into the corner. And now Post battles for the puck behind the net with Adamson. Adamson able to come away with the puck, and he comes up the right wing side for the Slashers. Gets it up to Gustafson. Gustafson through center ice, through the Buccaneer logo, looking to make Wade pay, but Wade able to chip the puck right off his stick. Good play, Trey Wade. Wade now backhands a pass through center ice. That's going to go down the length of the ice. Icing is waved off. Runge's going to play it. He gets it just past the streaking Slashers as the Slashers were trying to change behind the play. That was a dangerous play, Matt.
Yeah, that could have gone real south in a hurry, but no harm, no foul again. I got to quit saying that. Sounds like a basketball game.
Yeah, no kidding. Shapiro gets the puck for the Reefers, sends it into the zone. Tim Young's able to try and get a shot on goal. Runge just stops it. It was just rolling in on its edge. No harm there for, yeah, then I almost say it. Nice going, thanks, pal. Stop it, Jim play. Face off deep in the Slasher zone to the left of Runge. Young tries to shoot it right off the face-off. Again, that play works once a season in all leagues combined.
Yeah, Tim likes that play.
I don't know why, it doesn't work.
Yeah, well.
You're just giving the puck away. Speaking of giving away, Young with a nice pass to Whiten, who was coming in off his point. Whiten battles with Kip behind the net, and Kip's able to come away with a loose puck. Kip comes up the right wing side, trying to gain the Reefer zone. Young is back. Kip makes a move. It's in his skates. He tries a backhanded shot, and that goes wide. It's going to be chased down by Young on the near side boards. Young tries to get around McFarland and does. He tries to get around Harrelson. Loses his footing and goes down. Puck goes into the far side corner, and the Slashers will try to get it out of the zone and do. It's Brandon Stageman at center ice. Kip changes behind the play. Gannon will take to the ice. Stageman comes in, tries a shot. That goes wide. Held in by Whiten, who chips it out to center, and Sean Gannon will chase it down for the Slashers. Back into the Reefer zone. It's Whiten, the veteran defenseman, former Squirrel. His former team's going back to the championship. Matt, you don't know that Matt White would love to face his former team.
Wouldn't that be something?
In that final game. Now a loose puck gathered in by Axney at center ice. He looks to get around Harrelson and does. Coming in on the near side boards. Looking for some support. He has Reynolds breaking towards the net, and Shapiro already there. Shapiro gathers in a loose puck in the corner. Tries a centering pass. Reynolds was just past where that puck was going to go, and now a clearing attempt by the Slashers goes the length of the ice. We'll have an icing call with 6:40 remaining here in the first period, and still no score.
And things have sort of settled down a little bit. We had a really high pace early, and now the defense on both sides has sort of tightened up a little bit. Not seeing the scoring chances we were, but still pretty early on in this game, and I still think both teams are settling in.
Face off, left of Runge, kept in at the point by Altman. Altman tries a shot, that goes wide of the Slasher net. Battle along the near side boards. Slasher's able to keep it in, it's Blake Roth. He tries to get it past Gannon. Gannon gets it up to Reeves. Reeves racing with Altman to get a loose puck deep in the Reefer zone. Reeves goes behind the Reefer net. Tries a centering backhanded pass, that misses the mark, and chipped all the way back out to center, where John Stageman will take it for the Slashers and try to regroup. Reefers back on side, Stageman dumps it in blocked by Cole Reynolds. Carlisle gathers in a loose puck, tries a shot that hits McShane right in the logo on the crest of his jersey, and he'll swallow up that rebound, and we'll get a whistle with 5:42 remaining.
And if you're on the Slashers, that's a great play just to get a little pressure down on the Reefers end. They've been playing a lot of this period in their own end.
Blake Roth gathers in a loose puck, sends it around the boards behind his own nets, chased down by Meyer and Reynolds. Puck comes out of the zone where Reeves will gather it. Slashers are offside, so the Reefers get a free out. It's Axney. Axney looking to make something happen. Bounces one off the boards to Reynolds. Cole Reynolds dumps it back into the Slasher zone where it's intercepted by McCormick, and he tries to dump it back out and does. Altman back into the Slasher zone. John Stageman tries a clearing pass, and it's intercepted by Axney. Axney with a backhanded pass attempt, and that's blocked by John Stageman. Stageman loses control of the puck, sends it over to the slot where Meyer was battling with McCormick, and McCormick comes away with a loose puck, kept in at the point by Altman. Altman sends it around the length of the ice behind the Slasher net, where Axney and Stageman go into the boards. There's going to be a penalty called. I believe that's going to go on Axney. He looked like the aggressor there. It looked like Stageman had position on him, Matt.
I think he did, John. It was hard to see from our angle, but yeah, that was a kind of a scary play. I'm glad to see both players get up quickly. Anything that happens along the boards, you just never know. So that was good to see them both pop up. But yeah, the penalty will be against Axney. And now we're going to bring the puck down to the Reefers end for the face-off, of course, as Axney goes in for 2 minutes. And the Slashers look to get on the board here.
Face off to the left of McShane. He's getting his gear ready. Tim Young loses the face off to Gustafson, whose backhanded shot attempt was blocked by Bob Post. Kept in at the point by John Stage when he gets it down low into the near side corner where Blake Roth will chase it behind the net. He tries to wrap it around the boards. That is unsuccessful as it's kept in by Gustafson in the corner by the Zamboni board. Now a shot attempt. Shot by Stageman is blocked away by McShane. He gets a pad out to stop it. Now a centering pass to Adamson. Adamson's shot. That goes through the blue paint into the near side corner. Tim Young gathers in a loose puck. Gets it out of the zone, but not very far. It's kept in by Stageman in the neutral zone. He tries to send it into the Reefer zone. Altman able to get it back up to center ice, and now it's taken by Tim Young as the Slashers try to make something happen. It's Gustafson coming through center onto the left wing side, pressured by Trey Wade. Blake Roth covering the slot. Don Papian there for the team in green. Papian gets the puck over to Gustafson on the near wing side. Gustafson tries to leave a pass over for McCormick. McCormick gets a shot away. McShane will glove that down, and we'll get a stoppage in play. Several risky moves by the Reefers on that penalty kill, and there's still just under a minute on this penalty kill. You got to figure they got to realize they just ice the puck and get rid of it and stop trying to be fancy.
Yeah, it almost looked like they were trying to spring Tim Young for a breakaway. That's not the time to be doing that when you're a man short.
This is not the time. This is not the game. Now a shot by Adamson, and he scores! Cale Adamson gets a pass into the slot, takes one step and fires it. He had McShane going from left to right, puts it far side, and we have the first goal of the game. It's Cale Adamson for the Slashers, and they lead 1-0.
That was a great play by Adamson. He just waited. You know, a lot of times in our league, guys will just try to shoot as quick as they can. He waited for McShane to make his move, and then Adamson countered, and like you said, put it in the far corner, and it's 1-0.
2 minutes remain in this first period, and we finally have the ice broken, and it's the Slashers doing first damage. The Reefers will look to regroup, and it's Whiten coming out of his own zone. Young will race for a puck with Kip. Young comes away with it, tries a shot. Runge makes the save and had to freeze. Again, Matt, he looked unsure.
He did, although that time he didn't give up the rebound, so maybe he's getting a little more settled in. About a minute and a half here to go in the first.
Face-off won by the Reefers. It's Trey Wade from his point. He tries a pass from his right point down into the left corner. It's chased by Tim Young. Tries to center a pass into the slot. It's taken by Wade. Bouncing in front. It goes behind the net. Zamora with a centering pass backhand. That hits Young. Young battling for the puck on the near side boards. Comes away with it. Tries a centering pass. Comes into the slot and shoots it right into the chest of Runge. We'll get another whistle with 1 minute remaining here in this first period.
Well, and that's a kind of a strange sight. Runge had actually dropped his stick. He looked like a catcher going down on his knees to block the plate, but he made the save.
Shot attempt off the faceoff by Young, comes around the net and gets chased down by Zamora. He tries a backhanded pass attempt, and that's blocked by the Slashers. Kept in the zone by Wade, but now back out, and it's Connolly. Connolly gets it up to Brandon Stageman. Again, poked off the stick of Stageman by Trey Wade. Good defensive play by Trey Wade. Loose puck gathered in by Tim Young. He has a 2-on-1 with Shapiro. He gets trying to get around Harrelson. Young looking to make a play. He has a man in front. Pass attempt blocked by Harrelson. Young comes away with the puck once again. Tries a backhanded shot. That's in on Runge, and he'll cover up for another whistle. That'll pretty much do it for this first period, Matt. And it's 1-0 Slashers with just under 10 seconds to play.
Yeah, and that last play, it was almost like it got past Runge for the first part, but he got it far enough into his pads to make that save, but it was close.
That is the horn. The end of the first period is here. And as we said, his score is Slashers 1, Reefers 0. We're off to a good start. Both teams have had chances. The Slashers coming out on top on their chance.
Yeah, very good start. And to me, the difference in that period was that penalty, John, because the Reefers were carrying the play. Slashers got the power play, and they capitalized on it. And then you saw the last couple minutes of that period, the Reefers again took control and were getting several good opportunities. And to me, the reason for the 1-0 is that penalty. So very important to stay out of the box, and you just saw why.
Today's broadcast, as are all D-League Radio broadcasts, brought to you by the Keg Stand over in West Des Moines, open till 2 a.m. every single night of the week. And they have food and drink specials every night. My favorite, half-price wings on Wednesday. They are the home of D-League and the home of D-League Radio. And if you missed the last D-League nights, it was a fantastic time at the Keg Stand. We had stand-up comedy. We had a live edition of D-League Radio where we had the playoff preview. And by the next time we have the next D-League night, all of this will have happened, Matt. We will have the postseason show. But it's always a great night at the Keg Stand, 7 nights a week. Over 80 beers on tap. The Keg Stand, great staff, great service, great times. Don't miss out.
Yeah, and that last D-League night was definitely the best one of the year.
Yeah, it was great.
It was fantastic.
It was a good time.
A lot of fun. So if you're listening, and we know you are, come out to that postseason one. It's sure to be a great send-off for the season.
So the teams change sides. The Reefers will now be going from left to right. McShane under the view of quite a few fans in the lounge today, Matt. We have a good crowd.
Real good crowd. Very enthusiastic, too. They came to see some playoff hockey. They're rewarded.
Well, they got rewarded in the first game for sure, and this one's starting to look just as good as Cole Reynolds has the puck for the Reefers down in the near side corner. His shot attempt blocked by Harrelson, and Justin Reeves will gather in the puck behind his own net and look to break out for the team in green. Over on the right wing side, his clearing attempt is kept in by Blake Roth, and Roth intercepts another pass by Sean Gannon. Gannon finally gathers in a loose puck and makes a cross-ice pass to Nate Bolton. And the future member of the Iowa Senate gets the puck deep for the Slashers. It comes to Reeves. Reeves back to Harrelson. Harrelson back to Reeves on the left wing side. Top of the circle, it's Reeves. His shot hits a stick and goes behind the net. Chased down by Carlisle in the far side corner. Carlisle makes a move behind Reynolds. Takes a shot. It's loose. McShane has to swat it behind the net. It looked like McShane was leaning from one side to the other, Matt.
Yeah, he was fighting that one, John. He was fortunate to make that save.
Now a clearing attempt hits Nick Reynolds, and no relation to Cole. Nick comes in the Slasher zone and sends it behind the net, and Meyer will give chase to it on the near side corner. Meyer's shot attempt blocked by Harrelson. Harrelson seems to be everywhere on defense for the Slashers here, Matt.
He's just positioning himself right in the center, and he's not having to go far to make a play. He's playing very smart out there, John.
Puck comes all the way back into the Reefer zone. Icing waved off. Altman gives chase. Tries to send it out, but it's kept in by Gannon. Sean Gannon gets it over to McCormick. McCormick tries a shot, and that goes wide. Comes in on net, and with Bolton on the doorstep, McShane will cover up. We are just 2 minutes into this second period. 1-0, Slashers in front.
I'm a little bit surprised watching the Slashers' defensive alignment. They're playing fairly conservative. They almost have a defender at the red line at all times. They're not going to let anybody then get behind them. They just really had that one opportunity on that change where Tim Young nearly had a breakaway. Other than that, there really hasn't been anything too dangerous in the Reefers' favor.
Face-off won by the Slashers. Come back to McCormick. He sends it behind the net, but it's chased down by Axney. Axney tries to get it out to center and does. Gustafson will give chase for the Slashers and make a move to get it back into the zone. He's successful. Left wing side, it's Gustafson. This guy has had a heck of a rookie year, Matt. And even in these playoffs, he's been a big part of the Slasher success.
Absolutely. From being someone nobody really knew much about, he's having a very strong season.
Post comes in on the shot, takes a shot, it's loose in front. Runge able to cover up. Post come in on the right wing side, backhanded a pass attempt that went in on Runge. Runge couldn't handle it. It was loose in the blue paint for just a hair, and Axney was unable to bury it. Runge able to cover up.
The Slashers dodged a major bullet there. That was the first time they had somebody on the doorstep when Runge let that rebound open, and somehow they couldn't quite get it in there.
To Runge's credit, that puck was bouncing, and now it's Whiten from the point. Shot that's tipped in front and goes wide. Whiten keeps it in at the point. It's taken by Adamson. He's going to send it the length of the ice. We'll get an icing call there. In Runge's defense, that puck was bouncing, and it was a pass attempt. Icing's going to get waved off here. But yeah, Runge was very lucky that it wasn't a sitting flat. That's for sure. Loose puck taken by Adamson. He gains the Reefers zone. Tries a shot. That just goes wide of McShane. He got a late eye on that one and had to kick that off to the side.
He didn't see that till the last second, John.
Young battles for the puck. It comes out of the zone. He's being pressured by two Slashers. Stageman and Young battle for the puck. Stageman comes away with it. John Stageman in his own zone, left wing side, tries a stretch pass up to Don Papian. Just bounces off Papian, sticking into the Slasher bench, and will get a stoppage.
And we were treated to quite a battle there between Tim Young and John Stageman, two very strong skaters who were just battling. But you like to see that. There was nothing chippy or dirty about that, just two guys competing hard for the puck. It was a great sequence right there.
Face off in the neutral zone. 1-0 Slashers, 15:30 remaining in the second period. Brandon Stageman wins it back. It's chased by Cole Reynolds. He's loose in front, tries a shot. Rebound is loose. Reynolds took a spill in the far side corner. The Slashers are able to clear the zone. It's Brandon Stageman. Good shot by Reynolds. Runge made the save. Shot attempt by Stageman. That's saved by McShane. Loose on the near side boards. Centering pass is blocked by Trey Wade. He tries to wrap it around the boards. It's kept in by the Slashers. That's Connolly. Connolly on the near side boards, tries a pass. That comes out to Trey Wade. Wade tries to spring Axney. Axney chasing it down. He's on the left wing side. Pressured by Biagini. Tries a shot. That comes right up into the glove of Runge, but he's going to go ahead and play it to Biagini, and the Slashers look to break out. It's McFarland on the far side boards, chipped away by Axney. But Biagini there to take control of things. Stageman gains the zone, gets around Wade in the near side corner. Looking for players in front. Connolly is there, so is McFarland. There's a shot, rebound, shot, McFarland scores! Patrick McFarland gathered in a loose puck and put it past a sprawling Ian McShane, and the Slashers are up 2-0.
Well, McShane made the first save, but he was not able to get over to make that second one, and McFarland made him pay. It was a great play. He's exactly where you need to be. And
it came right to McFarland's stick, too.
And there was not a Reefer to get a stick on him or push him out, so it's 2-0 Slashers. Just under 6 minutes gone here in the second period. Now Tim Young, he's going to try and make something happen. He gets the puck, takes a centering pass. That's intercepted by Reeves of the Slashers, and Reeves comes out of his own zone with some speed. He's got a 3-on-1 if he hurries. Now 2-on-1. Leaves it for Nate Bolton. Bolton with the shot. That comes in. Oh, it just goes wide. Bolton got a good shot on it. It looked like Carlisle tipped it. Now Zamora with the puck for the Reefers. Tries to get it out of the zone. It's kept in by Bolton. Bolton loses it to Young. Young comes into the Slasher zone. He's trying to get around Biagini. Tries a shot. Save. Rebound. That hits the outside of the net. Runge with a real good save on that first one. Young gets his own rebound. Tries a second shot. That hits the outside of the cage. Puck comes out to center. Blake Roth tries to get it up to Zamora, but it's intercepted by Reeves. Reeves entry into the zone. Taken by Altman. Altman gets it up to Young. Defense was changing. It's Caleb Harrelson poking the puck away from Tim Young. We've said that several times already. Another great play by Harrelson.
Blake Roth from his own zone gets it up to Zamora at center ice. Zamora can't handle that pass. It's taken by Sean Gannon. Gannon up to Carlisle, who chip passes it right over to Reeves. Reeves gets around Ross. Comes inside. His shot just goes over the shoulder of McShane, hits the glass and comes out. It's Shapiro. Shapiro coming down this right wing side, loses the puck, but it's Zamora. Zamora covering his back, gets around Harrelson into the corner. He's pressured by Reeves. Reeves is going to come away with the puck behind his own net. Reeves tries to get it out of the zone and does, but a little too far. That's going to go the length of the ice, and we will get an icing call. 7:45 is gone in this second period. It is 2-0 Slashers as they're able to get on the board. The Reefers keep knocking though, Matt.
Well, they do, and Tim Young had a great scoring chance, almost put back in his own rebound, and that was Runge's best save of the game. And maybe that'll settle him down a little bit because he really faced Tim Young straight up and made that save.
Yeah, he looked real comfortable on that save attempt, more comfortable than he has on some of the weaker shots that have come in.
Exactly.
Harrelson up to Adamson. Adamson gains the zone for the Slashers. On the right wing boards, he's pressured by Whiten. His errant pass gets past Gannon. And the Slashers have to regroup at center. Gannon will send it in and get over to Whiten. Whiten's pass, he was looking for Nick Reynolds, but that's intercepted by Gannon. Gannon will send it the length of the ice. Trey Wade will gather in a loose puck. His clearing attempt intercepted by Gustafson, but it's Meyer coming in on the right wing side. Gannon back for the Slashers, able to keep Meyer wide, and Meyer's shot attempt goes behind the net. Nick Reynolds gets a loose puck over on the side, tries a shot that hits bodies in front, and the puck is loose to the side of the net. I don't think anybody saw it there for a second, but Gannon's able to rein it in. His clearing attempt blocked by Cole Reynolds. Reynolds gets around one man, comes into the slot, gets around another man, but loses control of the puck. Papian with a loose puck. He's able to get it out to center, and Whiten will chase it down for the Reefers. Myers dumps it back in to the Slasher zone for the Reefers. And the Reefers have all their forwards up the ice, Matt.
Yeah, I'm starting to notice that, John. They're looking for that fast break, and they better be careful. It's going to cost them because the Slashers are countering, and they're getting pucks in deep.
The Slashers are not a slow team.
Not by any means.
Puck taken by Gustafson. He gains the zone on the left wing side. Cuts towards the middle. Tries a shot. Blockered away by McShane. Rebound comes all the way out to Cole Reynolds. He has some speed, but he has McCormick and John Stageman to beat. McCormick pinches Reynolds off along the wall and is able to get the puck out to the neutral zone where Nick Reynolds will gather it in for the Reefers and put it back in while the Reefers go for a change. John Stageman backhands it out of the Slasher zone. It goes down the ice. Reefers gather it in. It's Trey Wade. His clearing attempt comes out to Bob Post. Clears the line. Slashers are offside. Post gathers in a loose puck on the near side boards. Tries to get it over to Axney, but Papian's there to break that up. Now Papian to Adamson. Adamson dropped pass to Papian, but Axney was there to intercept that pass. Now Axney has the puck. He has Tim Young with him. Tries a backhanded pass. It goes behind Young. Young takes the loose puck and just dumps it into the Slasher zone where Runge's going to play it behind his own net. Dangerous pass by Runge. Had some white jerseys there waiting with a wide open net, but he gets it out to center ice.
A little bit of Russian roulette there. He got away with it.
A little bit. And the Slashers look to counter. Now the Reefers. Tim Young gets around one player, gets around two, comes in against John Stageman, and Stageman rubs him off the puck and sends the puck back out there. Now Brandon Stageman's in a race with Ian McShane for the puck. McShane wins that battle. Gets it out to the neutral zone. Puck still loose at center. Taken by the Reefers. We have a penalty that's going to be called. I'm not sure who it's on. It's going to be on the Reefers. Looks like Axney's going to take his second penalty of the day.
Yeah, and I did not see what happened there. We'll wait for the call. Looks like it's going to be a hook.
I didn't see it happen either, but again, Axney is in the box now.
John, this is a huge part of this game. If the Slashers can get another one and go up 3, it's going to be a huge hill to climb for the Reefers. They need to make sure they kill this thing off.
8:17 in the second period. Pass comes back to John Stageman. He just takes his eye off the puck and it comes out to center. Stageman sends it up to Reeves on the blue line. Reeves gains the zone, has Carlisle with him. Gets it to Carlisle in the faceoff circle. Carlisle looks to make a centering pass, but that's blocked by Roth. Roth and Carlisle battle for the puck. We have a whistle. And I'm not sure. It looks like they're going to call a penalty. It's going to be a hook, and it's going to be on Scott Carlisle. So we're going to be on 4-on-4 for about a minute. There's 1:08 remaining on the penalty to Axney.
And
Clock
this
still ticks.
Yeah, excuse me, John. This is going to be very interesting because 4-on-4 with the speed on both of these teams. We're going to see some entertaining plays coming up here.
Face off to the right of Runge. 53 seconds remaining on Axney's penalty. Face off won by Young. Gets it back to Roth. Roth's shot goes wide. It's chased down by Bob Post in the near side corner. Post gets it back to Altman on the point. Altman has a big shot, but that's blocked by Reeves. Another shot by Post. That bounced. That hit Runge's stick. Bounced up and landed in his pads, and he was able to make that stop. Runge getting all the bounces today.
Well, he made that save, but then he wasn't so sure. I saw him put his glove behind himself just to make sure that wasn't in the net.
Face off in the slasher zone. It's Post on the near side board. Gets it back to Altman. Altman tries a shot. That bounces to wide of Runge. Rebound by Young. Steered away by Harrelson. Harrelson with the puck on the far wing side. Tries a stretch pass up to Bolton. Misses the mark. Goes the length of the ice. McShane plays it behind his own net. Now for 1 minute, the Reefers are going to be on the power play. It's Roth coming out of his own zone. Through center. He has to beat Reeves. He gets it up to Tim Young. Young has somebody coming in. Takes a shot, and that just goes wide as he had Runge leaning. Centering pass by Young misses the mark. Now another shot. That hits Runge. He's able to cover up. We'll get a whistle with 40 seconds remaining on this power play. And the Reefers adding some good pressure.
And again, Runge drops his stick. I don't know if he's having trouble holding on to it. It almost looks like he's doing it on purpose to make the glove save. It's very odd, but it's working.
Face off to the right of the slasher goalie. It's won by Young. Back to Altman. Altman with a big shot. That's blocked by Harrelson. Adamson of the Slashers tries to get the puck out of the zone and does. Roth will get it back into the Slasher zone, but Gannon will intercept it, regroup, and it comes up to Gustafson on the right wing side. Gustafson racing in with speed. Goes all the way behind the Reefer net. This is important because it's killing off time on this power play. Now his pass attempt comes in on McShane, and the penalty to Carlisle expires, and we are at even strength. Young up to Zamora at center ice. Zamora gets it over to Shapiro. Shapiro comes in the near side circle. It's chased down by Gannon. Cleared around, but kept in by Whiten. Real good keep in Matt Whiten. His shot attempt, that goes wide of the net. Zamora chases down a loose puck on the near side boards. Tries to get the puck deep, it goes behind the net. Whiten will chase it down for the team in white. Gets it down deep into the far side corner. Young will get it. He's pressured by Adamson. Young comes away with the puck. He's at the far side faceoff circle. Tries a shot, that hits bodies in front. Gannon has it. He loses it to Altman. Altman tries a shot. That hits a stick in front and goes just behind the net. And it's Zamora from behind the net. Tries a centering pass just like he did a week ago, but that comes all the way through the slot and out into the neutral zone. Zamora with a real good move behind the net, Matt, and he was just unable to connect with anybody.
I was almost speechless there, John. He did a 360 and came out the other side and made a great centering pass, just didn't quite connect.
He did that same move a week ago and succeeded in a fine centering pass to John Axney for the goal. That was just deja vu and unable to connect with anybody as the puck came out to neutral zone. Slashers come in offside and we get the whistle. 16 minutes gone in this second period. 2-0 Slashers. Whiten tries to get it up to a forward. That bounces off the boards and the Slashers intercept. Whiten regroups, gets it up to Shapiro. Shapiro can't handle that. It's John Stageman. Gets it out to center. Now Cole Reynolds comes in, gains the zone, gets around McCormick. Has Zamora going to the net. Shot attempt, hits a stick in front and bounces behind the net. Shapiro and Adamson behind the net. Reynolds gives chase to the puck over by the Zamboni doors. He battles with McCormick. McCormick trying to keep it in with his boot. McCormick comes away with it, send it behind the net, out of the reach of Zamora, and Adamson will gain it for the Slashers. His pass up to Gustafson misses the mark, goes all the way down, and McShane's going to have to play that. He sets it off to the side for Whiten, and the big veteran defenseman for the Reefers sends it up and around the boards, up to Shapiro at center ice. Shapiro, bothered by Adamson, still gains the zone. Now puck comes out, Zamora dumps in, and now we'll chase. Big Eric Kipp. We haven't said his name a lot today, Matt.
Kipp's been strangely silent in this game. You're right, we have barely talked about him. But he can strike at a moment's notice,
yes,
too.
he can. He's pretty weak. Now Zamora comes in. Oh, the puck was loose and just went between his feet. Loose puck gathered in by Papian, who gets it up to Adamson. Adamson gains the blue line. Comes in with Gustafson. Tries a shot. Sticked away. Another shot by Gustafson. McShane with the save. Kip able to keep the puck in at the blue line. Now we mention Kip's name.
Right on
it's
cue.
loose in front. Gustafson diving for the puck, and we get a whistle. And it looks like we'll have another penalty called. It looks like Matt Whiten is going to be called for tripping, and this will put the Reefers shorthanded with 2 minutes remaining in the second period.
Well, I started to mention right on cue, Kip makes a great save to keep that puck in the zone. It nearly resulted in a goal. And now the Reefers are shorthanded again, John. They're really playing with fire now. They cannot afford to go down 3 in this game.
It's getting late. The clock is becoming the Reefers' enemy, and they're going to have to start making some smarter plays. Now Kip with a shot. That goes wide of the net, taken by Cole Reynolds. Reynolds just trying to clear it out, gets it past Kip. Comes all the way down into the slasher zone. John Stageman gathers it in on the far side boards. Passes it up to McFarland. McFarland with that second goal for the Slashers gets it over to Stageman. Stageman comes in, tries a shot that hits McShane, pardon me, right in the logo. He'll hang on for a whistle. 1:23 left in the period, and there's 1:26 remaining on the Slasher power play.
Yeah, if you're the Reefers, you just want to get out of this period without giving up any more goals, get that penalty cleared, and then reset and try to get back in this game.
Face off in the Reefers zone. It's Brandon Stageman battling with Tim Young. Young able to come away with the puck. Young to the neutral zone, gets the puck deep. That's the smart play. Young was battling and battling and battling. Instead of wasting all that energy trying to battle through 5 guys, just get the puck deep. You're shorthanded, you can ice it. That's the smarter play. Puck loose in the Slasher zone. It's Brandon Stageman. He takes a shot. McShane steers that away with the blocker. Another rebound comes in on McShane, and he covers up.
Well, and there's 3 quick shots there by the Slashers. McShane gave up a big rebound on the first, made the second save, and then had to make a third.
Face-off will be to the left of the big Reefer netminder. 24 seconds remaining. Face-off won by the Slashers. Harrelson tries a shot. That's going to be gloved down. It was going to go wide, but McShane covers it up, and he'll take that whistle. 10 seconds remaining. We'll probably get a drop of the puck and a shot if they're quick, and that will be it. 4-3. Young coming through the neutral zone. Throws one in on net. That was going to go wide, but Runge steered it away with his pads. We get the whistle, and that's it for 2 periods.
Well, again,
it's 2-0. I'm just saying it's 2-0 Slashers, and the Reefers have had chances.
They've had plenty of chances, John. They're really killing their own momentum with these penalties. They've had 3 of them, and they're fortunate not to be down more. McShane's actually playing a very strong game. Runge, after a shaky start, I think has settled down as well.
Yeah.
If you're the Reefers, you got 4 seconds left to kill on this penalty, so it's essentially over. And then it's time to go on the attack. Because, like you said, the clock is going to start to become a factor now. We go 18 minutes this last period. And, you know, it's mostly even. Even after all that barrage by the Slashers, it's 18-17 in favor of the Slashers in shots on goal. I'd say the chances are about the same. The Slashers are just capitalizing right now. So it's 2-0.
We are 18 minutes away from deciding who's going to go to the final to meet the Vicious Squirrels next week. So far, you have to think it's going to go the Slashers' way. They have not blown many leads this season. They've had just a heck of a run. The Reefers, on the other hand, they're in the hunt every season too. They're a good hockey team.
They are, but as you mentioned in the pregame, you know, you wonder if this is the year they go over the top and get past this thing and finish it. So we're about to find out.
They're going to have to overcome a 2-goal deficit to do so. 18 minutes on the clock. 4 seconds left on the penalty to Whiten. Face off at the neutral zone, and it's won by the Reefers. Altman dumps it into the Slasher zone. It's taken by McCormick. McCormick's pass intercepted by Post. Post chips it into the Slasher zone. It's chased by Tim Young, but McCormick able to get it right back out to neutral. Dump back into the Slasher zone. McCormick has it for the Slashers. Gets it up to Bolton. Bolton loses that to Altman. Altman just dumps it in. No icing on the play. Slashers regroup behind their own net. McCormick had a problem with that, but still able to backhand it around the boards and gets it to Carlisle. Carlisle to center. Altman loses it to Bolton. Bolton giving chase. All the Reefers in the world are coming in on Bolton, but he fires a shot. McShane steers out to the side. It was Nate Bolton and a sea of white, Matt, coming into that zone.
Yeah, that was quite a scene. And if you know how Nate Bolton skates, it looks like a cross-country skier a little bit. But great play to make that block.
Now it's Tim Young gaining the zone. He gets it over to Bob Post, but now takes his own pass. Centering pass, and Axney can't make that go in. Good save by... Now it's loose in front. It's Post. Post tries a shot. Runge with the save. Runge was down and flopping around trying to get in position. Post unable to get much air under it. And Runge covers it up. The Reefers really need a goal early, and that was a great opportunity.
That's their best opportunity. You know, I was going to mention a moment ago that, like Eric Kipp's been quiet, Bob Post has been as well, but he just about made his presence felt in a big way there.
Face off to the right of the Slasher goalie. It's Young. Back to Altman. Altman with a big shot. That goes in on Runge. Oh, it hits the post. Altman actually had his hands up in the air. He thought it went in. They battle for the puck behind the net. It comes to Post on the near side boards. Post looking to center it. Gets it over to Altman. Pass comes to Roth. Shot, rebound, Runge with the save. Altman actually lifted his hands in the air. He thought it went in.
I wasn't sure either because it didn't look like the stop had been made, but somehow it was. And now the Reefers are turning it up a notch. This is exactly what they had to do, John.
They're bringing the face-off outside the zone. I'm not sure why.
Might have been a hand pass. Not sure about that.
Okay. Face-off won by the Reefers. Blake Roth dumps it into the Slasher zone. Tim Young goes in on the forecheck. Taken by Runge behind his net. Chased down by Post. Post just misses it. And Gustafson gets it for the Slashers. He smashes it the length of the ice. That's going to be an icing call. And the face-off will come back down into the Slasher zone. We're only 3 minutes into this third period. It's still 2-0. Reefers knocking on the door.
They are, and they're doing what they have to do. They're ratcheting it up the pressure. If you're the Slashers, though, you're looking to counter, and you can get a breakaway or two because the Reefers are definitely pinching.
Young's going to try and shoot this off the face-off. Yep. Their best scoring opportunity this period, he actually brought it back to his defenseman. They had possession of the puck. You shoot it off the face-off, you're just giving the puck away. And here come the Slashers. Adamson, centering pass in the Reefer zone. Adamson still with the puck. Pressured by Trey Wade. Good defense, Trey Wade. Gets the puck and wraps it around the boards to the far side. Tried to be cleared out by Shapiro. Stageman able to keep that in. Stageman tries a shot. McShane gloves that down. We get a whistle. Faceoff will be deep in the Reefer zone.
Well, that was quite a sequence, John. And as you were describing it, when Tim Young takes those faceoffs, he goes straight forward, immediately put it on the Slashers' defenseman's stick, and it ended up in a great scoring chance for the Slashers.
Yeah, their best scoring chance came in this period. When on the faceoff, he actually drew it back, and it came right to Altman, and Altman hit the post. By pushing that puck forward, you're just giving the puck away. Faceoff, or the puck still in the Reefer zone. It's Gustafson battling with Zamora. Gustafson comes away with it on the near side circle. Tries a shot that hits bodies in front. Puck still loose. It's taken by Whiten. Whiten can't get it past Papian. Now he does. It's taken by Trey Wade, who gets it up to Shapiro. Shapiro gets out to the neutral zone. Loose puck taken by Adamson. Adamson dumps it back into the zone where it's taken by Whiten. Whiten chips it off the boards up to Zamora. Just a little too far for the left winger. Now Kip gathers in a loose puck, dumps it right back into the Reefer zone. Whiten looks to gather it, gets it up to Reynolds. Reynolds sees he has an opening, and that's Shapiro on the far side. Shapiro gains the zone. Tries to get around Stageman. Tries a shot, and Runge has to steer that away with his blocker. Rebound comes to Kip. Kip on the near side boards, and it's kept in by Zamora. Good play, Eric Zamora. Stageman gets it to Adamson. Adamson tries to clear the zone. It's taken by Trey Wade. Trey Wade tries a shot. It's loose in front. Runge covers it up, and now we get the whistle. Good shot by Blake Roth on that bouncing puck, Matt.
Very good play, and he made sure it wasn't going to get blocked either. He took that extra second, looked up, and got that shot on net. And again, Runge's given up those rebounds. The difference is he's able to pounce on them before the Reefers can get a stick on them. That wasn't true earlier, but now he's controlling them a little better. And John, I just have this feeling that the Slashers are thinking the same thing we do. If they can get one more, they can pretty much ice this thing, and they're starting to pressure him.
Altman's shot hits bodies in front. Rebound comes all the way back out to him on his point. Still loose. It's taken by the Slashers, and that's McFarland. He's going to send it down into the Reefer zone where it's chased down by Blake Roth. Blake Roth tries a stretch pass up to Zamora. Zamora has it and gains the zone. Zamora cuts towards center, tries a shot. That hits Harrelson. Now Connolly with a loose puck. Gets it up to Brandon Stageman. Stageman loses it over to McFarland. McFarland comes in on the near side boards. Tries a centering pass. That hits McShane. McFarland with his own rebound. Tries a shot. And he scores! McFarland goes 5-hole and puts the Slashers up 3-0.
I think we were the last ones in the building to know that went in. I thought for sure McShane made that save. It sounded like it went wide and hit the boards. It was a very odd sound. Next thing I know, the goal signal's being made. And it's 3-0.
It hit the padding in the back of the net. McFarland with his second goal of the day puts the Slashers up 3-0. Has Elvis left the building?
He's on his way out. It's looking dire now for the Reefers. They've got to cash one in very soon. There's 11 minutes left in this game.
There's a lot left in this game time-wise, but the clock keeps ticking. And now with a 3-goal lead, the clock doesn't stop at the 2-minute mark on stoppages.
Yep, great point.
The Reefers are going to have to score here and score quickly if they want to get something going. Puck comes into the Slasher zone. Battling for it is Reynolds. Over to Nick Reynolds. He can't hang on to it. Now chips it off Biagini's stick, and Harrelson will get it for the Slashers. He tries to clear it the length of the ice and is going to. We'll have an icing call. 10:40 remaining. 3-0 Slashers.
Well, if you're the Slashers, you've got all the goals you need. Maybe now it's time to ease up a bit on pinching in on the defense. There's really no reason to. They can have both guys back if they want to and just make the Reefers beat them. Because the Reefers have to score 3 now. And again, we're almost down to the 10-minute mark.
They're capable of doing so.
They are, definitely.
But it's against a team that's defensively sound and a good goalie like Runge. It's a tall order. Puck loose in front, just like that. There's a shot to score. Tim Young, a rebound shot, roofs it. And the Reefers are on the board now. It's 3-1. We're halfway through this third period.
Well, now we got a new ball game.
That's what they needed. They needed to respond quickly to that third goal. And a rebound finally that Runge is unable to stop.
And you know, there's a great play by Young because he was in so close. I didn't think he'd get it up high enough to beat Runge, and he had to roof it to do it. It was a beautiful shot.
Clearing pass out of the zone taken by Tim Young. He's got a breakaway. He comes in. And a great back check by McCormick. Knocks the puck off of Young's stick, and now Young battles with Gannon behind the net. McCormick gathers in a loose puck, wraps it around. It's chased down and gets to Bob Post, who chips it up to Whiten, who was vacating his point because it looked as if the Slashers were going to come away with it. Now it's Bob Post. Over to Young on the left wing side. Young on the boards. Loses control of the puck. He battles with Carlisle. Carlisle comes away with it. Now back to Young. Young, drop pass to Post. Post tries a shot. Runge gloves that down with Nick Reynolds on the doorstep looking for a tip. Good shift by the Reefers. And now we got ourselves a ball game.
Yeah, that goal just sparked the Reefers. Now they're starting to believe again that they can get this thing done.
Well, they're going to have 8.5 minutes to get it done. But they've closed that gap back to within 2 goals. So now the clock is their friend a little bit. If they get to 2 minutes, it will stop during the whistle. Cole Reynolds behind the net. His centering pass hits the side of the net. Comes over. Hits Bob Post with a pass. Sticks get in the way. Cleared around the boards by Reeves. Kept in at the point by Whiten. Whiten chips it on the near side boards. Taken by the Slashers, and it comes out to Reeves. Reeves has to get around Trey Wade. Wade and Whiten bothering him. Shot attempt by Reeves, steered away by McShane. Bolton on the far side. He battles with Bob Post. Post comes away with the puck. Gets it up to Axney. Axney gains his zone. He has to get past John Stageman and does, but the puck trickles in on Runge, and he'll cover it up with 7:56 remaining in the third period.
You know, John, Justin Reeves, that's another name we haven't said much today, and he's usually definitely one of the Slashers' big guns. Actually leads the team in scoring.
Right.
Not that he's not having a good game, he's just not getting his offensive chances like he normally does. So some other players are stepping up today.
Face-off gets past Whiten on the point. Comes out to the neutral zone with Trey Wade. Will chip it off the boards, but Adamson giving battle with the puck. Tries a centering pass up to Gustafson. Gustafson with a loose puck. Just goes out of his reach, and Cole Reynolds comes away with it. Reynolds gets it up to Shapiro at the red line. Shapiro loses control, and now it comes into the slasher zone. Axney gives chase. Still kept in the zone, but now it's taken by John Stageman. Coming through the center zone with speed. Gets around White and comes in, shoots! Saved by McShane! McShane came out. Stageman had to shoot and jump over McShane at the same time. Did so. McShane made the stop. Reynolds now gets around Kip. Tries to get around Stageman, dumps it into the zone. Shapiro gives chase with Adamson. Adamson gets there first, bounces it off the wall, but it hits the Reefer player. Now comes out to the neutral zone. Blake Roth will gather it in at his own blue line. The Reefer defenseman sends it up the boards. Intercepted by Papian. Gets it up to Gustafson. Gustafson cuts through the middle. Poked off his stick by Altman. Good play by Altman to clear that puck out. Now it's Axney trying to get it up to Young. Loose puck. Axney's going to chase it down and stay wide. Young goes towards the center. Pass by Axney misses the mark. Goes to the far side corner. Caleb Harrelson gathers it in for the Slashers. His pocket is picked behind the net. There's a shot saved by Runge. Axney picked the pocket of Harrelson, and now the puck is still loose behind the net. It's Young battling with Adamson. Young trying to get out front. Adamson takes the puck. Kept in at the point by Altman. Altman gets it down low to Shapiro. Shapiro can't handle that pass, and it's taken by Adamson. Adamson comes through center ice with speed. He has Gustafson with him. Adamson comes in, takes a shot. McShane with the save, and he'll cover up. 5:44 remaining. It's still 3-1 Slashers.
Well, the Reefers continue to press the issue. The Slashers are doing kind of the bend, don't break defense, and it's working for them because the Reefers just about had the second one there a moment ago after that great strip that Axney made on Gustafson.
Face off deep in the Reefer zone. Brandon Stageman tries to chip it past Tim Young, can't do it. Young now with the puck. He has Meyer off to his right side and Zamora on his left. He gets around Gannon. Young comes in, takes a shot. Runge with the save, rebound comes out. It's taken by Altman. Altman gets it down low, and Gannon for the Slasher will gather it. Good play by Meyer to take the puck away from Gannon. Now Conley rips it around the boards, around the Slasher net. Kept in at the point by Roth, and now it comes out to center where McFarland will give chase. McFarland and Roth battle for the puck. It comes into the Slasher zone where Young has it on left wing side. Takes a shot. Glove down by Runge. Runge's best save of the game, Matt.
That was his best save. He flashed the leather there because that was going for the far corner, and he just snatched that thing right out of the air. You know, we said in the second period he had a great save, but that one just eclipsed it. That was a beautiful save there.
Face off deep in the Slasher zone. Runge finally settling in, it looks like. Zamora with the shot. That hits a body and bounces into the slot. Cleared out by the Slashers. That's going to go to the length of the ice. No icing called on this one. Wade travels down by the Zamboni doors to get it. His clearing attempt hit by Conley. Conley and Wade battle behind the net, taken away by Cole Reynolds. Reynolds with the puck and gathers speed. He comes through center ice. He has Zamora on his right. Gets around McFarland, gets around Gannon. Loses control of the puck. It goes to the far side corner. So Cole Reynolds centering pass, nobody home. Taken by Wade at the point. He tries a shot. That goes in on Runge. He'll cover it up, and we get a stoppage in play. 3:50 remaining here in the third.
You know, I'm so impressed with the Reefers' defensive abilities to get those pucks on net. It's so easy to have it blocked, but they're keeping their head up, exactly what you should do, and finding that open lane. And Runge's had to be sharp on all of those shots.
He sure has. And the Reefers are getting those shots through. That's important. Face off won by the Reefers. It's post. His shot blocked. It goes to the far side corner where it's taken in by Zamora. Zamora battles with Biagini. Biagini gets it out. Reynolds sends it out in front. It's post. Post with a shot. Runge with the save. Rebound is loose. And Runge gathers it in with a loose hand.
And our common theme, Runge drops the stick and then somehow makes that save. Kind of shades of Dominic Hasek there, but it's working.
The crowd in the lounge all gathered on the glass. The face-off just below them to the right of Runge. Won by Reynolds. Taken by Nick Reynolds on the left wing side in the corner. Tries a centering pass, and that's broken up by Biagini. His clearing attempt broken up by the Reefers, but it comes out to center ice, and Carlisle has it, and he'll gain the zone for the Slashers. Carlisle tries a shot. That misses McShane's glove, and then a rebound comes loose. It hit a Reefer player and comes in. Now Cole Reynolds has a loose puck into the Slasher zone. An impossible angle. He shoots. It hits the blocker of Runge and goes into the near side boards. Comes out to center.
And McShane's out, John. The Reefers have 6 attackers on the ice.
2:19 remaining in the period. Reefers are offside. They dump it deep. 2:12 remaining. It's a 2-goal game. Empty net for the Reefers. It's Carlisle on the near side boards in his own zone. Loose puck comes out to center. It's Whiten. Whiten gets it up to Young. Young tries to chip it around Carlisle. Can't do it. Carlisle comes away. He's battling with Young on the near side boards. Altman comes over to help. Altman tries to clear it out. Players collide. Reeves has the puck. Tries a shot. Stopped by Whiten. Really nice. Now Stageman with the puck. Rips it into an empty net. That will do it. It is 4-1 Slashers. 1:45 remaining in the third. John Stageman with an empty net goal after Matt Whiten stopped a really good shot by Reeves. But it's just a little too much for the team in white today.
Yeah, Whiten made a great skate save, I'm trying to say. And he just couldn't quite get it out of the zone. Stageman pounced on it, and this is all done but the shouting now. And now that we're back up to a 3-goal deficit, that clock will continue to run with just under a minute and a half to go.
Puck comes into the Slasher zone. It's Big Eric Kipp with the puck in the neutral zone. He gets it up to Reeves. Now Reeves has a breakaway with 1:12 left. Reeves comes in, tries a backhander, and that goes behind the net. Taken by Axney. He tries a clearing attempt. That hits the stick of Kipp. Bounces out of play. We'll have a face-off deep in the Slasher zone, and we are under 1 minute now remaining in this game, and a 3-goal lead for the team in green. Face-off won by the Slashers. It's Harrelson. His shot blocked by Stageman. Stageman with the puck still. Dances over to the left wing side at the top of the circle. Tries a centering pass to Adamson. That's blocked by Roth. Puck goes behind the net. Adamson battles with Axney. Altman comes away with a loose puck, sends it around the board. 33 seconds remaining. Taken by Shapiro. He gets it out of the zone, and Young and Stageman will go after it. Chase down. Puck still in the neutral zone, and now into the Slasher bench. We are at 23 seconds. That'll do it, Matt. Holy cow, what a contest. I expected a closer score.
I did too, but the score doesn't really indicate the competitiveness
Absolutely
of this
not.
game.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is not a 4-1 type game at all.
No, absolutely not. We are under 10 seconds now. Altman clears it out of the zone. He comes together with Adamson.
Yeah, that's good to see. They were starting to think about a little something, but then cooler heads prevailed, so we're good.
That's going to wrap it up. We now have our contestants for the Commissioner's Cup next week. It will be the Vicious Squirrels, ranked number 2. The number 2 seed will take on the number 1 seed Slashers in what hopes to be a battle for the ages.
Well, just like how we drew it up, right? 1 versus 2. You know, we say every year there's going to be an upset, and there's been a couple of upsets, I would say, but number 1 versus number 2 in the final, you can't ask for much more than that.
This was a battle that I think the Slashers have been on a mission. They had a year last year, and we bring this up all the time, but they went 25-3 a year ago, lost to the Knights in the semifinal, and now this year they've been on a mission, and very quietly they have just had a steady course all year. Leads to the number 1 seeding. Everybody's talked about the Squirrels and their firepower, and the Yeti and their firepower and youth and everything. But there has been the Slashers all year. Steady as she goes. And now they were the number 1 seed, and now they're going to the final just like they drew it up.
Yeah, kind of funny to say a number 1 seed went under the radar, but you're right,
Exactly.
They did.
Yeah.
They did. Everybody was talking about the Yeti, and rightfully so. They had a great year. The Squirrels are loaded. Everybody knows that. And my gosh, John, I'm already thinking about that final next week. It's going to be incredible.
It's going to be great. You got your white gloves ready?
I do.
Outstanding.
I do. It's closest I'm going to come to touching that cup, so I got to have them ready.
I've won it twice. Not that I'm rubbing it in. But your thoughts on this game?
Well, again, final score definitely not indicative of the quality of play or the competitiveness. I got to quit saying that word. I can't say it. Competitiveness of the game. Very well played. I thought the key early on were the penalties by the Reefers. It took away their own momentum because they definitely had the Slashers on the ropes a little bit early. And Runge was really fighting that puck. I thought the Reefers easily could have had about a 2-0 lead about 10 minutes into that game. It didn't happen.
Yeah.
The penalties happened instead. The Slashers countered, and then they managed to turn the tables. And You know, when it got to 3-1, I thought the Reefers had more pushback and could easily have made it 3-2, but Runge stood tall, made a lot of great saves. Slashers tightened up defensively and then got the strange goal that we thought may have even been wide from the sound of things, but it somehow went through the 5-hole, and that really killed them, the Reefers that is. And then, you know, Stageman with the empty netter to seal it. But again, 4-1 was not indicative of how this game was played. It was a really very well played game.
Cale Adamson started the scoring in the first period, towards the end of the period with a power play goal from Mike Gustafson. Patrick McFarland of D-League Radio with an assist from Neil Connolly about 5 minutes into the second period made it 2-0 Team Green. And then the Slashers got a 3-goal cushion when McFarland got his second goal of the game 6 minutes into the third. Tim Young tried to make it a game, made it 3-1 about 8 minutes into the third period, but then with 2 minutes remaining, John Stageman nets an empty netter to make the score 4-1 and put the game out of reach for the Reefers, and 4-1 is our final score. We have had a great day of playoff hockey here in D-League, and D-League Radio has been great. Very proud to bring it to you. And we have to thank, once again, the Keg Stand at 3530 West Town Parkway in West Des Moines, over there off of Valley West Road. Great specials all week. Lots of beer. You know it's a great time. A great staff. They have a great menu and 80 beers on tap, as we've said before. Can't miss out on that. The home of D-League and the home of D-League Radio, the Keg Stand in West Des Moines. We have to thank Rich Harms for executive producing today's broadcast brought to you today. They just, again, we sound much better than we really are, thanks to Rich. And hopefully we have a big announcement coming this week concerning the game next week. Anything else?
Well, I just want to say I'm very glad with how the games went today. You know, last week we really only had one close game. We had a couple of blowouts, which has not been characteristic of all of our season.
Absolutely.
Today, in our showcase semifinals, we had two excellent games. That first one was everything you wanted. Wow. It was insane. And this one, again, 4-1, not really indicative of what happened on the ice. So two very well-played games. I thought, you know, four teams who really went for it. The play reflected that. It was great hockey today.
Go big or go home was the theme for today, and we had two teams moving on to the final, two teams packing it in. We have a championship game set up for next week. These Slashers and the Vicious Squirrels will battle for the Commissioner's Cup, and D-League Radio will be here to bring it to you. Until then, for Matt Whips, I'm John Reichert. You've been listening to Playoff Hockey right here on D-League Radio.